Hello class. Well, we are starting another week. Let me see in here. Okay, before going to the content of this week, just let me go to our outline. Okay, so as you see, we have an updated outline for the course. That is something that I include few days ago. So, but what we are doing at this moment is the second half of derivatives. Okay, we are still on chapter number 3 from your textbook, but this week we are talking about sections 3.6 all the way down to sections 3.11. Okay, so this is week number 4, July 29, and what we are going to cover between today and Wednesday, as you realize already, I always split the week into parts. The first part of the week is running from Monday to Wednesday. The second part of the week is running for the rest of the week, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So in the first part of this week, we are going to cover sections 3.6, 3.7, and 3.8. Okay, then on Thursday, we are going to talk about sections 3.9 all the way down to 3.11 to finish now with this portion of derivatives regarding chapter number 3. Okay, as usual, well, we're going to have the content for that in D12, but also expect this afternoon, okay, to have in MyLabMap a new set of homeworks that is going to be homework number 3. Okay, and remember that for Wednesday, which is July 31st, okay, this coming Wednesday, the homeworks number 2 are going to be due in MyLabMap. Okay, so let me just to go a little bit to our content. So let me go to content in here. And as you can see, so we finished already module number 1. We complete the first half of module number 2, and because if you look here at the module of the first part, that was the one that we completed last week, okay, so the content is very long. So what I did is I opened another module which is a continuation of this one. So we have here module number 2, derivatives, second part. Okay, if we click over there, so well, it's grayed out what we covered the last week, and what we're going to cover this week is what we have here. So we're going to start between today, July 29, Monday, July 29, all the way down to Wednesday, July 31st. We are going to cover sections 3.6, which is derivative as a rate of change, the change rule, and the implicit differentiation. So this is lecture number 5. Okay, so in lecture number 5, you have already this content. So please start to review your textbook, okay, and to look here this lecture. Derivatives as a rate of change, well, that is something that you already know, but we are going to go further with some specific physical applications. So we are going to introduce now a concept that you already know, which is the velocity, instantaneous velocity, but now we are going to define from the mathematical point of view the instantaneous velocity as the derivative of the position respect to the time. And then we are going to considering the derivative of the velocity as a function of time to introduce a concept that is acceleration. And we're gonna see another examples. We also were going to introduce the chains of rule. The chains of rule is basically one of the missing steps to compute techniques for calculating or making differentiation of a function. So this is a very useful rule. Okay, and then we are going to make an application of the same of the change of rule in some type of functions that is called implicit functions, and we are going to review how to make the differentiation of implicit function, which is no more than application of the chain of rule. So this is what we're gonna be what we are covering during the first half of this week, between today Monday and next coming Wednesday. So what do you expect to see here? Well, this is the first thing that I'm showing here, but later today you're gonna be able to see the corresponding videos. There are also a list of videos that I'm going to suggest to you, and as usual, you're gonna see a notes for this one. Okay, well, this is what we are going to do during this week. Then, let me just remind you something in here for the first part. For the first part, remember that we have this assignment, okay? Well, this assignment is not mandatory. You can do, if you want to do it, I strongly suggest to you to do this. So that's why this is called bonus points. So we have here 2 additional points. So go and make your thread about the discussion and then reply at least one of the posts from the other students. Okay, so for getting the 2 points for this assignment. Okay, this assignment is due on August 3rd. Okay, please try to get on with that because those are additional points that you are getting. Okay, also we cover sections 3.4 and 3.5. This is the part that you need to complete for your homeworks that is going to be due this coming Wednesday. I mean, the homework number 2. Okay, so expect to see later today the keys for these notes. Okay, so in these notes, as you can remember, you have this exercise for section 3.4 and 3.5. Of course, I didn't make too much emphasis last week because those days were the days that you were doing the preparation for your first sectional test, but now it's time to complete this exercise. So at some time today, I'm going to post the keys of this, but please try to do by yourself before I post anything. Okay, well, this is the only thing that I want to tell you in this update. So let me just open here. In summary, we have this week that is running from July 29 all the way down to August 4th. Remember that in July 31st, we have assignments, the assignments number 2, which is homework number 2 and quiz number 2 that is due that day. Okay, and also we have on August 3 the board discussion that is due this day in here. And of course, all the material that we're gonna cover during this way. So the first 3 days between today and Wednesday 31, we are going to review, and let me just put it here. We are going to review, as I mentioned before, these 3 sections. Okay, introducing, I'm sorry, let me go here, I'm so sorry. Derivatives as a rate of change, the change rule, and the implicit differentiation. That's what we're gonna cover between today and Wednesday. Okay, then after that, we're gonna go with these 2 sections to finish this chapter number 3. Okay, well, thank you.